Hello, I am Tyler from the Gaming Inquisition. Now I'd like to talk to you about a game that I recently purchased. Well, let me set up the story for you. Whenever you walk into your local retail game store, you usually see a lot of games sitting on the shelf that look like this. You know, your standard style DVD box. Well, anyway, this game automatically caught my attention when I saw that it came in a box somewhat like this. So, immediately it stuck out. I saw it. It said Deathsmiles Limited Edition. I had never heard of the game Deathsmiles. I had no idea what it was about, so I asked the clerk that was working behind the cash register, and he said, honestly, I can't tell you that much about the game. The only thing I can tell you is that only one person pre-ordered it. Automatically, this game had my attention. Though, I thought at first it was going to be a JRPG, which is a bunch of, which usually involves a bunch of teenagers killing Satan. Well, anyway, that's kind of right, but I'll get to that eventually. Anyway, I get it home and I realize that it's limited edition. It was only $50, which is $10 less than your standard games on for brand new. So I said, oh, what comes in the limited edition? Well, anyway, I'll show you. First, you get that nice little rectangular cardboard box. Then you get a faceplate. Well, the faceplate, not exactly my thing, but given that the price for a faceplate can range from $10 to $15 depending on which one and where you buy it from, I say that's a pretty good value. Also, it comes with the game too, but also in the box for the game comes the soundtrack to the game. So if you've ever wondered, you know, oh, I would really like to have that song on my MP3 player, well, this game allows you to do that. Game is an RPG? No, it's actually a side-scrolling shoot-'em-up, kind of like a bullet hell shooter. The story, though, isn't that involved. It's basically a bunch of girls that lived in Europe. They get pulled into this dimension where one of the girls' fathers is trying to get back home. Along the way, he ends up opening gates to untold evils, and the girls have to fight it off. Well, anyway, yeah, that sounds like girls killing Satan. As I said, I'll get to that eventually. But the set pieces vary. One minute you could be in a town, the next minute you're in a shipping harbor, a market, a graveyard. Then you can be in a ballroom shooting at all the dancers as they twirl through the air. And along with the set pieces, the bosses vary too. I mean, you've got the classic, you know, Reaper, Death guy, but you've also got a giant head, a giant tree, which kind of reminded me of a boss from Kirby. Though, probably one of the weirdest ones was a giant cow which shot lasers at you, which I thought was pretty neat. There's 2 dragon bosses, but as I said, the game I said is going to be teenagers killing Satan. Well, that's kind of right. The final boss of the game is a guy called Tyranno Satan. That's automatically something I got interested in. So anyway, I started looking up online. I had some secret achievements. I wanted to know what they were, just so that way I could unlock them. All the achievements were written in Japanese on the websites I found, and quite frankly, it didn't have a single US release date, so I thought I had a rare gem. But now on all those websites, the achievements are written in English, and it does have a North American release date on most of those. So basically what I'm saying is it's going to be one of those games that only about an hour through each story, something great if you only have an hour or so before you have to go somewhere. You don't really want to spend that much time in a online FPS where you can spend hours upon hours. This is a game in which you can play it hours upon hours, or you can play it 20 minutes at a time, which makes it very great. It has varying difficulty levels, so if you're not that great at it, you can put it on level 1. If you're really good and you want a challenge, you can put it on level 999. Yeah, trust me, it's hard. So anyway, I would give Deathsmiles my heartfelt recommendation to anyone who wants to try something different from the standard action-adventure FPS racing games, and just want to try something different. As I said, it's one of those games that you're not going to go into it for the story. It's more for the high score, kind of a reminiscent of the earlier days of the Atari 2600, where it's more about getting the high score than actually completing the game. But then again, you shouldn't really be in it for the story. Here's your story for you. Here's some things that want to kill you. Kill them first. That's about all you need. So, this is Tyler signing out, telling you get the game Deathsmiles. It is sure to be something different to add to your Xbox Live library. And I guess Nova will put this in anyway, so I might as well say it, our tagline. Remember, no game suspects the Inquisition.